Aphrodite.
Alright, so last time on
Peenish.
on Waterderp.
Someone had to do it.
So it started out, not a lot happened. There was a giant explosion outside the bar, like usually happens. 11 people dead. So you all started investigating this. What you deduced to probably be a fireball spell that was set off outside. Over the course of your investigation, you learned that one of the bodies, a gnome, was transporting the Stone of Golor, which is the artifact that supposedly leads to the vault of 500,000 gold pieces somewhere in the city. He was transporting that to the bar, seemingly to entrust it to you. However, the stone went missing after the explosion and his untimely demise. There were also a couple of what appeared to be Zents chasing him that also got caught in the blast, and were incinerated. So yeah, that happened. You also before that happened, this was after a 10-day passed, and you all sort of were going about your business. The bar made some money. Thalos did a little research and found about some lingering animosity between the Blackstaff and the Open Lord, Laeral Silverhand, regarding the Open Lord's former husband.
Stop.
Regarding Laeral's former husband being also a former Blackstaff and now contained within the artifact that is the sort of the symbol of the Blackstaff's office, which is also called the Blackstaff. It's a little confusing. But yeah.
Quite a lot of Blackstaff.
Yes. What else happened? Yes, you investigate. While you were investigating, Thalos also went to try and order a custom-made magic item, which was sort of a coat of many pockets, as he described it. Was told that basically worked out a deal where he would provide within 2 weeks 2,500 gold and information regarding his background. He's paid 100 gold pieces and a notebook thus far. So we'll see how that goes. Bringing everything back around, towards the end, you all got back to the bar, and overheard from one of the patrons at your bar that they saw apparently the culprit who threw the fireball on the roof of one of the buildings, which appeared to be some sort of puppet without strings. And you sort of deduced that sounded like an invention. Sounded like probably something from the Temple of Gond, known as the House of Inspired Hands.
It sounds like an invention of Tic Tac.
Of Tic Tac.
No, it would have been made of bees.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that is also interesting that you think it's from the Temple of Gond, because tomorrow happens to be the Day of Wonders parade, when the Gondar sort of parade their inventions throughout the city, and it's a big spectacle.
And that's when vibrators were first introduced to the world, and then Spencer's gifts became a thing.
God damn it. But that was not all that happened, because as you were all sort of figuring out what to do next, there were a couple of unexpected visitors at the bar, and these were seemingly two of Reese's brothers. Yes. They appeared to be twins, and they called out to Bernard, who is what they know Thalos as, and revealed that a certain golden lady had checked into their hospital ward.
Thalos wearing a cheesy mustache. Oh, I don't know, Bernard. I know speak your language.
But as we come back into it, all of you besides Ayal are at the bar with these two How old are they, Reese?
Oh God.
Teenager, a young adult?
They're older than Reese is.
Okay, so probably like
I think
early,
they're like near 30.
Oh, okay, so late 20s. Yeah, so but yeah, these two standing in the doorway, and Thalos taking great interest in what they had to say.
Yeah, late 20s.
Also, Sylvia's getting drunk.
We are.
Sylvia's already drunk.
Yes.
She never gets sober.
She's getting more drunk.
Ahem. Bernard, if you would like, I will accompany you to my house so that I know you don't burn it down.
Thalos will lean in. I don't know any form magic.
That doesn't mean you can't get a match and burn my house down, along with this person that you obviously don't like in it.
I'm not gonna burn down your house.
I'm
Just
still going
part
with
of it.
no. She's probably in the medical ward, and my sister's in there. And if you do that, I will actually kill you. Permanently.
I have my arm back now.
What?
What happened to Ace's arm?
Don't you remember? Thalos fucking grabbed him by the arm and tried to yank him outside
I actually
at the end of the session.
I actually didn't remember that, but thanks for the reminder.
Just kind of assuming Reese just stopped him at the door.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Give him his arm back.
For one, it's not like I was stealing it or anything.
Relax. Ace is gonna come with
Better
us.
not. I need that to cast the spells you need from me. Jesus.
Sylvia calls out like, "I'll hold down the fort here."
Don't worry, guys. I'll make plenty of money while you're gone.
Exactly.
Oh God.
Ayal's just surprised that it's still standing.
I'm just.
We'll say at this
I'm just
point.
gonna signal that the workers like keep an eye on her.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm like, wow, you guys didn't totally destroy it. Good
Acton Staunch
job.
will give a knowing nod.
But here we.
All right. So as you start to make your, I'm guessing you're all starting to make your way.
Tonight we ride.
As you do,
Yeah.
As you leave Troll Skull Alley, you see a familiar feathered individual heading your way from the other direction. Ayal, having returned from a day with his family.
Is the bar still standing?
Boy, where have you been?
I've been with my family.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, good timing.
Well, come on, we got some shit to take care
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we've got a golden lady to kill.
Is the
I mean,
bar
dude.
still
of.
standing?
It's either watch the drunkard or make sure
You left
the child
drunk
doesn't
to watch the
family.
bar?
Tyler, you're a little quiet. Just
By
so
herself.
You left the drunk to watch the bar?
No,
By
we have
herself.
people for that.
Alright, where are we going?
We make it. It's all right.
So
Let's go.
yes, you make your way towards the Ulitum estate,
Shit.
and the attached hospital ward. Reese, you're able to enter without any trouble having Reese with you. The guards basically just wave you inside. Reese, is it possible to enter the
Hold
hospital?
on. Hold on.
Oh, are you typing something?
You cut out.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi's losing its shit, and I heard like none of what you just said.
Oh, okay.
Hole up.
I was basically saying like, it's easy for you to
Does
get.
anyone else just say RTC disconnected?
No.
Where?
Nope.
You sound fine.
I mean, my mic is still working. You guys can still clearly hear me, so
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, but I can hear you fine now. I just switched over to a different
Okay.
thing on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so I was just asking, is there a way how do you get to hospital ward normally? Do you go through the manor, or is there like a side entrance?
So there's like the foyer, and then there's the stairs directly up to the upstairs,
Okay.
and to the right is like the way to the common areas, and then to the left there's like a curtained off, roped off area. You just walk through there, and that's the medical ward.
All right. And it's like, is it like one room, or there's like multiple rooms, right?
Yeah, there's like a bigger room, and then there's several private rooms for the more serious cases.
That's what I thought. And usually Elodie is in one of those private
Yeah.
rooms.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Yeah.
put her in with common folk.
Right.
Well, to not get anyone else sick, also, because she's pretty fucked up.
Okay, so you make your way to the medical ward, pull the curtain aside, and start going down the hallways. As you do so, you actually do notice Elodie in her wheelchair notices you coming down, and she basically wheels her way over to you and says, "Oh, Reese, I didn't know you were visiting."
Yeah, my friend here has, well, there's someone in our ward that he needs to meet. And, like, I kind of, like, whispered, like, leaned down to her ear, whisper, like, you should stay in your room and try not to pay attention to what may or may not be happening, because I don't know what this man's gonna do.
She looks a little concerned, but she nods.
She should be concerned.
Yeah, no, this looks like a perfectly trustworthy troop you got here, Reese. You'll be fine.
She will.
I mean, you got Ayal.
She
You
wouldn't
got Ayal. He
snitch.
genuinely looks
She
trustworthy.
wouldn't snitch unless if, like, Reese is getting hurt, but okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to
got
keep
some
her
very
safe.
you got some very trustworthy people looking.
yeah. By the way, did you ask your brothers to basically go about their business, or do you think they're still with you at this point?
I guess I figured they would have led us to her and then left us alone, or
Okay.
one of them would have,
Okay.
because
So
they've
they're-
got other shit to do.
Yeah, they're probably actually
Either one, it wouldn't matter.
yeah, probably in the mail was like, all right, well, you know you already know the way. It's not like it's not like you need us to lead you there. So gonna go off.
Yeah,
and-
okay, get back to your
Yeah.
church and
Yeah.
shit.
So they'll head off. Elodie will wheel her way back to her room. You notice that she's got one of the books you left her with her.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
All right, and you make your way to the main common room, where it's mostly as you remember it, people in beds, as you would expect a hospital, like a common hospital room to be, and your eyes
Just a touch fancier.
just a touch fancier, yes, and your eyes are drawn to as Thalos has described in the past, a woman with solid gold skin, sort of light blonde hair, in armor, sort of lying on the bed. She appears to have burn marks on her body,
Oh gosh, okay.
and a great axe is lying next to the bed. Thalos,
Before
okay.
we approach her, I'm just gonna be like, any suggestions on how to handle this if she starts getting hostile?
As
Ace makes a little flame appear from his finger. They're just gonna kill her, right?
as you're saying this, Thalos, you enter the
That
room.
might not be that smart.
You enter the room and see.
Thalos will kind of like step forward and say, I mean, I always have my backup contingency plan.
Oh
Um,
god.
Thalos is going to whip out his. Thalos is going to whip out his gun.
Okay, as you say and do that, Rista looks up from the bed and her eyes go wide in alarm, and she says, "Thalos?"
Raise, and he's going to shoot her.
Okay.
No, shit.
All right, let's roll some
Been
initiative.
spotted.
Anyone who thinks they are going to be doing stuff, roll initiative.
I think I'm gonna fight.
Hey,
Wait.
Okay, one sec. Let me set
turn
this
of
up.
100.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't kill someone inside my water. It's fucking infirmary.
Reese is like, oh, how the fuck am I going to explain this to my parents? Fuck.
Hang on a sec. Let me set this up. Should have had this prepared.
Oh, shit. I didn't think he'd escalate to murder immediately. I thought he'd ask some questions first.
What part of
Has some
Thalos'
shit
character
to
and the way
say?
he's been speaking...
Oh, I've
part
been
of
waiting.
his
for
character
this.
and the way he's been speaking about her made you think he was not going to immediately attempt to kill her.
Oh boy.
I knew there would be some
All right,
pain
what did-
involved.
What people who are rolling initiative? What did you get?
19.
19 for Thalos.
19.
Also 19 for Ace. Oh, right.
Grace just kind of backs up like, oh shit.
And what about, is Ayal doing anything, or is he...
I'll gonna sit back on this one.
Okay.
I think Ayal's not sure what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on.
I think that's true for most people right now. Alright, so...
Alpha would be like, yeah, sure, we're killing someone. Ayal's just like, well, hang on, wait, what the fuck are you two doing?
Alright, so Thalos, you are first.
Alright.
You said you were firing the lay gun.
Lay gun.
Lay gun.
Alright.
Fear le con.
Lay gun. Lay pistol.
Go ahead and roll it.
Lay nat 20.
Holy shit!
Fucking murders her immediately.
Alright, roll some damage.
I just fucking threw it up. And that's what it fucking landed on.
Frenchman.
God damn it, dice. Come here. You weren't supposed to fall off my goddamn table.
We're using French dice.
So the
with
first
funky
one's an
accent.
8.
Alright.
Fucking used the France die for that.
No, I actually didn't use the France
You
dice.
should
Damn it,
have.
it was on theme. It was on theme.
So an 8 plus 6.
So 14 total?
Yeah, 14, double it,
Oh,
which
wait,
would be 28,
Wait a minute.
because it's a... What? Hold on.
The gun is 1d10 plus 2 damage normally.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not 20.
Yeah, so why are you doubling it twice?
Oh, no, my bad. I rolled a second one. Duh. So it's 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. Double it to 32. Add
Wait,
2, 34.
You just doubled it twice again. It's 16 plus 2. 18.
No, shit. Yeah, okay, my brain's not working right now. 16 plus 2, 18. You're right.
You really want to kill her, like, bad.
You and Thalos are one right now.
Oh, yeah.
Thalos has a little abacus.
That
Wait,
shot
I can do this, I can do this.
totally did 99 damage. Why? Because 8 times 2 is 99.
Thalos just kind of has an abacus. Yeah, that checks out. Where the fuck did you learn math? What's math?
Okay.
What's math? I only speak murder.
All right.
Is that a language of murder?
As you fire the gun, the blast actually. You all hear crack as the gun fires, and the bullet actually pierces through her armor in the shoulder, and she goes ah as she clutches it. And Ace, it is your turn. Do you do anything?
I do. I've been debating what to do, and I got a little sidetracked by the RJ math.
Yes.
my train of thought kind of went off the rails. That was quite good.
Math.
How does math work?
How does one do the
Multiply
math?
numbers to increase the damage, right?
Yeah,
2 plus
rolled
2 is
dice.
100.
Keep multiplying.
See,
Just keep multiplying.
I rolled a 6 and an 8, so that multiplied is 48, right?
Clearly.
Here, 1, 2, skip a few, 150.
She's
Oh,
dead.
looks like she insta-died. A lightning bolt came down from the sky and just killed her. 1 million damage. Ooh, boy. That's a shame.
Oh man, that sure sucks. Oh, she took a whole. That's a lot of damage.
All right.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
Oh god. Let's see. This is count.
I sawed this paladin in half. And repaired it with the power.
Just stabs the bottom of her armor repeatedly. That's a lot of damage.
All right, Ace, what are you doing?
You'll have to think about it.
The I'm looking. So I'm reading the words on my spells a little more carefully based on how Quinn's been ruling them.
Okay.
So I'm making sure this stuff would make sense before I try to blurt something out.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. Your action, move. So, this works the way I wanted to. I would like to cast Silent Image,
Okay.
targeting Thalos, and I want to make it look like he's using Necrotic Shroud.
Oh,
What?
okay. I mean,
We shall instill the fear.
visible phenomenon, sure. Run range. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. You all watch as you've seen Thalos do before. His eyes darken and the skeletal wings erupt from his back, and the seeming necrotic aura radiates off of him.
Reese is feeling mixed emotions right now.
This is
Reese has
not
that-
the goth I know.
Am I pissed?
This
Am I-
edge is not a home. It's not the goth I know.
I know.
I'll trade it all away if the goth
RJ?
would come back to stay.
Okay.
RJ.
RJ, stop or I'm going to start singing.
All right. So at this point, Rista says, Thalos says, you don't have to do this. We can talk about this. She holds up a hand.
Yeah, I think we should talk about this.
And you watch as this sort of glowing aura appears in front of her. This sort of protective shield look seeming thing. And she is going to take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
While she's lying down?
She's getting up at the moment and grabs her axe in a
Okay.
protective stance. All right, so she has. That's what she.
Think you can dodge gun.
So Thalos,
Oh, fucking
we're back to the top of the round. What do you? What would you like to do?
So yeah, I am going to. I'm going to activate my real necrotic shroud.
Okay.
Oh.
There's like this sort
Full
of
shroud.
there's like this sort of double image thing going on.
Do I still have to roll safe even though I'm not an initiative?
Oh yeah, that does some things.
Yeah.
Everybody has to not be scared.
Not be scared.
What do I roll for that?
It's a
You need to.
charisma save.
It's a DC 10
charisma save.
charisma save on DC.
We all have to do that.
Yes. It's
Anyone that's near me.
10-foot radius, so that would be everyone.
Okay, well, thank God I'm a sorcerer.
What was it? Charisma, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
That's an 18 plus 2.
That's a 10.
Hey, that works.
That's the DC.
Okay.
So all you need, I got a 13, so I'm good.
Yeah, and she made it too.
I got a modified 20.
All right, so no one is frightened, but there
It's
is
just turned on.
there is a little confusion as this is just sort of this double image thing going on.
Turned on, but still kind of surprised.
Uh-huh. Are you doing anything else, Thalos?
I am
It's
going.
the
to,
most awkward boner.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna peg my axe at her.
You can only I believe the way two-weapon fighting works is you get that you can bonus action attack if you use the attack.
Yeah, I know. I'm throwing my Actually, hold on. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I use? Let's see. As part of an action, you use this cast spell. You must make a melee attack with one weapon against a creature within the spell's range.
Yeah, no. For that, you need to take the attack action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna throw my axe at her. I don't need to get the other.
And
attack
I'm saying
off.
you're not able to because you didn't use the attack action on your turn.
I can't use the attack action?
The way 2-weapon fighting works is when you take the attack action on your turn, then you can use a bonus action to attack with your other hand.
What he's saying is you blew your action activating Necrotic Shroud.
Oh. Okay.
Therefore, you didn't take the attack, so you can't take the 2-weapon fighting extra attack.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Is there
Actually,
anything
just
else
how extra attack works.
Yeah, is there anything else I can do or no?
If you have any other bonus actions, do you have action surge yet? Oh yeah, you have your action surge, which is once per short rest, which you could get an extra action by doing that.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
All right, then I'm just gonna go in for the wham bam right in the clam.
All right,
Thank you, ma'am.
Without saying anything, it sounds like. Just
He doesn't need to say anything.
all right. You go in.
His eyes.
Make your attacks both with disadvantage.
That's fine.
She can do jujitsu.
That would be 15.
No last name
15
given.
Plus, was that 5? So modified 20 on the first one. And then 14 plus 5. So modified 20, modified 19.
Okay, so the first one, you just catch her as she's dodging back. The second one, you actually go in for the swing and just miss by a hair as she flips over the bed, like she leans backward and does a tumble off the other side of it.
Right.
And sends like a nightstand crashing to the floor. Go ahead and roll your damage with the first one.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Oh, God.
Ooh, max damage. So she takes 9.
Okay.
Can I go get my father?
You can start heading. You can start heading that way.
Dad, they're fighting.
I don't know what to do.
Thalos started it.
No, if I stop you, it's a fucking nightmare, but my dad's a beefy man, alright? You don't want to go against him.
Okay. That would bring us to Ace. Are you doing anything? You watch as Reese bolts out of the room.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes at Reese.
Okay.
Thalos, I think he's running to get. Let's wrap this up quick.
Fawn.
Let's see. Can I? I don't know how direct of an answer you can give on this, Quinn, but
Okay.
would it sufficiently distract her if I created the sound of Thalos' voice on the other side of her already?
I would have you make a deception check. You're using an illusion type thing for that?
I'm using thaumaturgy to create Thalos' voice on the other side, like
Okay.
right next to her.
Okay. What are you having it say?
Let's see.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Whisper in your ear. Hey, little mama, let me chop off your ear.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Just gonna have it say found you. Ooh,
Okay.
drop a dice.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a deception check.
You know what? Nothing wrong with some basically. That is 12.
12.
Not a great roll.
Let me
Not a great roll.
roll insight. She narrows her eyes and says, "I've dealt with illusions before." She says, "And as for you, if you would just stop and listen," and she's going to throw out her hand, and you watch as the shimmering light sort of guarding her drops. And you feel instead it's light moving around your body and trying to restrain it. Thalos, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Thalos ain't very wise.
19 minus 2.
What are your rolls?
17? His rolls are fueled with anger.
Yeah, you just scatter.
I mean, I know it's not going to do any damage, but for flavor, he's just going to elbow her in the chin to get her off.
Okay, well, it wasn't her holding you directly. It was like these bands of light trying to encase you.
Oh, then he'll just slash at them like a wild animal.
Yeah, they all scatter. Her eyes widen, and let's see she did that.
Thalos mad. Thalos cut.
Let's see. She says, please put down your weapon. I don't want to hurt you.
He'll finally say something. Too bad. I do.
Okay. She will. She will stand her ground for the moment. It is your turn.
Well, he's going in for the wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Am I at disadvantage on these or no?
Not this time because she tried to hold person instead.
Okay. 13 plus 5.
That just hits.
Okay, so she's got 18. Yeah, she says 18.
Yeah, now that her shield of faith is down, yes.
And 17 plus 5, so those both hit.
Those both hit.
Yep. And that would be 5 plus 3 is 8, and then 1 plus 3 is 4, so 12.
12 total. Okay. She is looking very wounded at this point. She was already sort of beaten up from the scorch marks you saw. Sayal, are you doing anything?
You said she...
I was going to try to stop.
You're trying to stop Thalos?
I'm going to try to stop Thalos because he's his moral code is coming in right now.
Okay. For Ace was actually in initiative, so he can do something first if he wants.
How big is this room we're standing in?
It's not huge. Reese, would you say it's like maybe 30 feet long and maybe 20 wide, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. At least that.
She is.
Yeah.
And she's on the far end.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Reese, by the way, you're bolting through the hallways at 60 feet per round, so you're at this point you're back in the main manor.
Have I found mine father?
I can't find my dad.
I'm just gonna start fucking shouting for him.
Okay. Yeah, you start shouting. Ace, what are you doing?
This might do fucking nothing, but then again, so did my last thing. Oh well. I'm going to first or second level.
Sell the piss. Sell the
She's
piss.
looking like... She's looking like really bloody or just mildly bloody?
Very bloody.
Then unless I do poorly... Well, this is all about dice. I'm going to cast Sleep at a first level pointed directly behind her little barrier.
Okay. You do that. Go ahead.
I need to roll some dice. Hold on. What's up?
Do you want corn?
No, thank you. I actually filled up on the ribs.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Actually, Thalos, are you right in her face at the moment? You would be.
Well, I did not mute my mic for that. Damn it.
Yeah, you're
I thought
fine.
I muted her. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean by default.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Okay, let's start rolling some dice. Okay. Okay, off to a pretty good start, and then 2 more. I have a sleep pool of 28.
28. Okay. First, there are a few. A few other patients that are within the radius of that are put out. Thalos.
What?
It is a fucking hospital.
It's the.
Oh, there was a single person room!
No, I said you went to the common room.
Nobody said
You
anything!
said we were in the main
I'm
room
out!
of it.
I'm out!
I'm sorry if I did not make that explicit enough. I
I
did
thought
say
it was
there were
pretty
multiple.
clear.
I did say there were multiple patients.
I heard him say the common room and not a private room.
However, Thalos.
Hospital room.
Thalos has enough HP that he would be the last affected, and his max is 28, so he's fine. And lastly, the Golden Lady is also asleep from that.
I guarantee you she is not if other people are caught in this.
Well,
Sleep works?
Well, okay,
Yeah,
there-
you subtract their
there's
HP from the
it's probably
pool.
like
Yes.
4 or 5 very low
commoners,
HP people.
commoners
so,
have commoners by default have 4 HP. If you
and
want,
they're sick
if
commoners.
you want, I could roll their HP to see how much they have.
Nah, 4 HP is cool.
I'm just saying, if there's any more than I don't know her actual health, but something tells me if there's more than 2 of them, I'm not going to have enough in the pool to put her out.
She
They are
has
sick.
She has very little HP left. And
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm doing the math in my head. She is asleep. And yeah, she collapses to the floor. Now, Ayal, what do you do?
I'll go and try to restrain Thalos.
How? Just by force?
I'm not going to take his HP out.
Yeah, you're gonna try to grapple him. In other words.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could try to lock him in one of the private rooms.
What else am I going to do? There's nothing else I can do. It's kind of like I can take his.
All right.
Like I can knock him out.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength athletics check, contested by either Thalos' athletics or acrobatics.
Something tells me it's going to be his athletics.
Does Thalos have great athletics?
+5.
He's a fighter, of course he does.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Even if he didn't take proficiency in athletics, his strength bonus alone is going to be a good thing. And RJ's been rolling hot, so.
Yeah, I got a 15, but I don't know.
16 +5.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You try to. Do you say anything as you try and fail to grab him?
I'll stop. She's down already.
So
down,
so
she's down.
so he's going to fail that, and Thalos his words are gonna kind of hit him a little bit. Hey, fight's over, she's down,
Mhm.
and his axe is gonna dig in to the floor next to her head.
Okay. That's what you're doing on your turn, Thalos.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all watch as Thalos walks up to her, raises his axe.
Well, no, it's more like he was already going for the swing.
Oh, okay.
Ayel tried to grab him and said, "She's down, she's
And
down,"
just
and
misses.
he was gonna go right for her neck and was like, "Oh." Whoop.
Okay. Okay. At this point, Reese, go ahead and make a
Make a what?
what would it? Just give me an investigation check to find your dad. It's not a hard DC. As you're shouting at the top of your lungs.
I can't find my dad.
Shut up.
Are you my daddy?
Where's my dad?
That's a. You said investigation?
God, is it like that fucking
a
that mall
19
meme
plus
where it's like,
2.
"Excuse me, I lost my
Okay.
kid. Could I make an announcement?"
Uh,
Absolutely. So long, you little shit.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Aldahir will duck his head out of a room and say, Reese, you
Bernard's lost his fucking mind.
He looks at you, sees the look in your eyes, and just nods and starts walking your direction. Calls some guards over to join him. And yeah, they start to make their way. Back
In the meantime, Ace is just gonna walk over, just kind of wiping his hands together as he walks up to Thalos. Well, that ought to do it. She's all yours, big guy.
He kind of like his eyebrows go up and down in confirmation.
You look around and there are gash marks in the floor and walls. There are feathers scattered from when one of your strikes hit a bed. There are things knocked over in general. You hear. You also hear behind you like what's all the noise about? And then you hear the sound of a book hitting the floor as a person in a wheelchair is sort of just sitting in the doorway, like eyes wide, not really sure what's going on.
Thalos will he'll basically pull his axe out of the floor, kind of spin it in his hand, and then sheath it and turn around. Just taking care of business.
Yes, nothing you need to concern yourself with, my dear. We've got this under control.
Okay.
It's all taken care of.
She is going to leave, but from her face, she looks terrified.
Good.
I think most people who have a less than desirable run-in with Thalos are usually kind of terrified.
Yeah, and a few a bit more time goes by, and Thalos, you hear the sound of many footfalls coming closer to the room.
Anyway, while that's happening,
Oh
Thalos
dear,
is going
she called
to
the whole fucking army.
taking out rope and just tying her, basically just binding her hands and feet.
Okay. You hear
Ace is just going to try to reset her hospital bed to an upright position.
Okay.
It's fucking
Just dust it off. Just look at some of the cuts. Just kind of wipe away some of the smudges and put the blanket on it, dust it off a bit.
Thalos, you are
All good now.
I also want to start cleaning up.
Thalos,
I'm probably looking at Ace trying to clean. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Thalos, I'm gonna need you
Call that clean."
Say again.
I'm gonna need you to
call
roll.
that clean? I'll show you cleaning.
I'm gonna need you to roll, I believe.
Roll for emotional crit.
A sleight of hand to get the ropes on.
I'm sad.
You're hearing footfalls, and you think the guards are coming or someone's coming. And
18 plus 2.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You can get the ropes on. Are you sticking around as you're hearing this?
I
Oh,
mean,
you violated the law.
Thalos can talk his way out of it.
No, you can't.
Okay.
In fact, as the footsteps get closer, Ace is going to put a hand on Thalos. Perhaps Ayal and I should do the talking.
As you said,
One.
as you're saying that, the door comes open. The door flings open, or more open, and in enters Aldahire, Reese, and six guards. And as you remember, Aldahire is a large man. He
Is
I'm
the
gonna
beefy
rush
boy.
up to
yes.
the golden lady, like, immediately to see if she is dead or not.
Yeah. You.
Thalos will just say, "She's not dead."
Yeah. You feel
Well, she's closer to it than she was when we got here, you crazy asshole.
Yeah. You feel for a pulse.
And I'm gonna
Relax,
cast.
I took care of her.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Is that a good one? Hold on.
That's
Can I have a better one?
Cure Wounds is typically the higher value one than
Yeah,
Healing Word,
no,
but-
I have
I
healing.
mean, Thalos could just poke her.
Well, I don't think Thalos wants to heal her particularly.
No, he wouldn't, though.
But yeah, no. Healing Word, it does less healing, but it doesn't. But it's quicker
Nah.
and doesn't require a touch. So
I'm
if you
gonna
want-
do Cure Wounds.
Okay. So go ahead and roll.
Fuck. Okay. Hold on. My dice fell down on the floor. I can't fucking see it.
Yeet.
18?
18. Okay. You see a lot of her wounds close up, and she looks better. She's still cut up a bit, but she is holding on. And at this point, she starts to come to as sleep has a 1-minute duration. And Aldahire says, "But what's going on here?" And
Just a bit of family business.
Is family business just walking into my house and trying to kill the people we're trying to help? Sorry, our house.
She's not
I
dead.
would say this one's
She's pretty fucking close.
We didn't kill her. She's still alive.
It looked like you had intentions to, and that's good enough for me.
Sorry, I'm mad. She killed my father.
it wasn't our. She says it wasn't our father. It was the mad scientist.
Thalos is while she's talking. He's just gonna kick her.
She spits out blood.
You have no right to talk about him, considering you killed him. Thank you.
Do you think he cared about you or
Shut your mouth, or I kick you again.
Hey, guards, can you maybe fucking restrain him?
Yeah, they
Please?
will come forward and they will attempt to grab onto you, Thalos.
Thalos is going to backstep.
Okay.
I am a bounty hunter. That is my bounty.
Yeah.
I'm within my legal rights.
Do you have a license
This
we could
doesn't
look
sound like
at?
a bounty. This sounds like a revenge kill.
Do you have a license we could look at?
Thalos should have one.
Does he?
He might.
Actually, might have one as part of his background.
Yeah.
Let's check in the gold red. He does have the. You know, you do have the background. I'll say you do have something like that.
Because that's essentially what he does for money, so.
Yeah, I did say it, so he would have one if so you produce it. I will still have you make a deception check, because while you are technically a bounty hunter, it's less clear what your motives were for this particular
That's
hunt.
fine.
Yeah.
Considering you just said
Yeah.
you killed my father, it
Yeah.
sounds more like a revenge than a bounty hunter thing.
My name is Thalos. You killed my father.
My father
Prepare to die.
to die.
You are the six-fingered.
No,
You were the golden.
19 plus
It's a
2.
six-fingered lady.
Oh god, six-fingered lady.
Okay, the guards alright, the guards will stay in the room, and just keep an eye on you. Aldahire says, alright, be that as it may, I'd ask you not to conduct your business inside a hospital wing with other patients.
Oh,
I will admit, the scene was not ideal, but nobody got hurt. Except for her.
He said, he will say, let it slide this time. I'll ask you to let her go and leave her in our care. When she's released from when she's released from such, you're free to do as you will. But while someone is within our house, they're under our protection.
Fine.
Just go with it. You don't want to have to fight my father, and least of all, you don't want to have to fight my mother. Just trust me on this.
Okay, so, Reese,
Thalos will kind of stand up from Rista.
Mhm.
I'll just make one request.
What's that? This is to Aldahire, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll get 5 minutes. And you can have one person watch over me if you think I'm going to do something.
Okay. Persuasion check.
All right. 17 plus 2.
He says the rest of the guards will be right outside in case anything happens. He
Keep an eye on him, I guess.
Yeah. He'll actually
Ayel's like sweeping the floors.
He'll actually escort.
He's just saving up the feathers.
He'll actually say, and you know what? Best not to do it in the common room. We think we should have an empty private room. And he'll escort you to an empty private room along with another guard. And Rista will be released from her ropes and just be sitting in the room with you. And
I'll just stand in the back corner watching for now.
In the you're in there too.
Yeah, I'm the one keeping an eye on him.
Oh, okay.
Ayel has a has a nurse uniform as attending to one of the patients.
Takes off current clothes and there's a nurse uniform under it.
No. Have you ever seen the SpongeBob episode where at the end he just made clothes?
Yeah.
Exits, comes back in, made outfit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why aren't you in proper uniform?
Oh, all right. So
I'm the butler.
Rista just sits there and is just like just staring you right in the eyes, not dropping eye contact.
Thalos is sitting on a chair on the far wall. It's flipped around, so he's sitting on it reverse, and he's sitting there sharpening his
All right,
axe.
kids, let me rap to you about drugs.
Taking the stance.
All right, the backward chair.
Yeah. Well, and he's sitting there sharpening an axe. So he's in a dark corner of the room, and the thing that illuminates his face and his eyes are essentially the sparks.
She says, I see you haven't changed.
Why would I?
You know, I thought a normal person would have moved on by now, gotten a life.
Oof.
He just slowly cocks his head. Well, I'm not a normal person, but you're not a normal person either. He kind of bellows and chuckles to himself. But I don't think I'd call either of us people, now would I?
Well, no, I'd call ourselves experiments from an insane person. With delusions of grandeur.
Be that as it may, you killed him in cold blood.
You know what his plans for us were. Do you?
I had an idea.
Like I said, he didn't care about either of us. We were just tools. That's all.
And does that forgo a man's right to a fair trial? Who made you judge, jury, and executioner?
Yeah, she'll actually chuckle at that and say, "That's rich, coming from you."
Be that as it may, you killed one, you imprisoned the other, and you didn't take the time to kill me when you had the chance. And now, I spend the rest of my existence making you regret that decision.
Why do you? She gets a look of almost indignation and says like, "Didn't take the time to. Do you know why I didn't kill you?"
You pitied me. And if there's one thing in this world I hate more than anything, it's pity from some sorry, sappy do-gooder.
You're still my brother. After everything, you're more related to me than that maniac was. You're the...
That maniac was the only thing I ever got along with.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why.
You and me getting along? That ship has sailed.
She says, you're saying I should have just let your execution happen?
Isn't that obvious? You wouldn't be in this situation right now if you had killed me. I live to make you regret your mistake.
Well, you can You'll be happy to know that I'm regretting it quite a bit now.
He cracks a twisted smile. Good.
Just this thing between us. Just leave the rest out of it, will you? Bellabranta, the Order of the Gauntlet, the families of your other victims. This doesn't concern them.
So you want to keep this between me and you?
Isn't that how it's always been?
He'll stand up.
Okay.
And he'll walk over to her, and he's going to take out his axe, and he's going to slice his hand open.
Okay.
And out drains from it, kind of like a bubbling black purple blood.
Right.
And he'll extend it out for a handshake.
She looks at it, and reaches down to her axe, runs her own hand along it. And this yellowish ichor sort of comes out. She reaches up and takes your hand.
When they meet, they almost react violently.
Right. Yes. There's almost like these weird sparks of some arcane nature that come off of them.
Thalos, his grin just gets bigger. Me and you, Riz. Me and you. We'll finish this. Not today,
Can you even
but sometime.
Can you even call it a blood pact if it's not real blood?
I see some of my humor's rubbed off on you. He pulls his hand away and starts to wrap it up.
She'll retract hers as well. At this point, there's a knock on the door, and you hear Aldahira's voice say, "It's 5 minutes. What's up?"
Oh, good.
The door will open. Aldahir and the guards will come in. You hear Aldahir say to her, "Totally sorry about all this," and she says, "No, it's going to have to. We're going to have to deal with it at some point." And he'll escort her back to the common room. Leaving both you and Reese, now Reese, not Rista, now alone in the room.
The other R.
Yes.
Pardon me, I was having a little R&R time.
Oh, God.
That's awful.
Never again.
I mean, that kind of is Thalos' idea of R&R.
Yeah, Reese, you're just kind of... You were witness to all of that.
Yeah, I have some questions.
He has the most uncomfortable boner right now.
That was earlier.
It's still there.
Sees it on.
Yeah, the rest of you out in the hallway see Rista being escorted back to the common room as well. You deduce that the meeting is over.
The common room is spotless.
I'll hear you like. Yeah.
So just before Thalos leaves the room, Reese is gonna say, "For the record, I'm less about you killing her. It's more about where. I expected us to come here, pick her up, take her elsewhere, and then let you do your business."
Sometimes in life you don't choose the setting, you just fight.
Well, this time we definitely could have chose the setting.
By the way, as Rista's being escorted back, Ace is just going to do a mocking little finger gun motion next to his head at her.
What an asshole!
She actually scowls at you as you do that.
Ooh.
That smile with a little wave as she goes away.
Fucking savage.
I think Ace just made an enemy.
Oh.
Put it on. That's sad. Another to the list. People who don't fucking like me.
Give Ace DM. Give Ace inspiration.
You know, sure. I'll go ahead.
That was too well timed.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Y'all should have an idea of what her paladin oath is.
Pretty damn good.
Like.
Oh, and Reese is then gonna go check on Elodie because
Yes.
that was some noise.
Mm-hmm.
As Thalos exits the room, he's gonna pass Ace and he's gonna slip him. I'm gonna slip him 5 gold.
Okay.
Don't you need all that
This
gold?
is gonna pocket it without even saying anything.
Mm-hmm. All right, Reese, you go over to Ellie.
And of course, he's also gonna follow Thalos.
Mm-hmm.
You alright, kiddo? You didn't go out there, did you?
Elodie is just kind of sitting in bed.
See, here's the funny thing. So she's gonna be sitting in there. Reese asked that question. Thalos leading out on the hallway. You know, the door's open. He's just gonna wink at her.
She
Do not be freaky with my little sister.
yeah, she barely even barely even looks at you. Maybe by choice, you're not sure.
Thalos doesn't care.
Yeah, she's got sort of like this expression of like just she's rattled. You can tell with that without an insight check. She says, "What?
Ah, shit, you did go out there.
What?
God damn.
I heard a loud noise.
What was happening? Friendship.
I heard. I wasn't sure what was going on. But what was that?
Well, you see, when a man and a woman really love each other.
Shut up.
You see, when a man and a woman hate each other's guts, they tend to stab like this.
No one interrupted your conversation with Rista. Let
That's
this flow.
Yeah.
What was that?
An acquaintance of mine had a score to settle, and I'm sorry that he settled it here. I didn't want you to see any of that. I was hoping it wouldn't even happen like that, to be totally honest.
That's one of the new friends you were talking about?
I wouldn't really count that guy as a friend.
Friends, big quotes.
All right, let her have her conversation.
More of like, well, like I said, an acquaintance. A work partner?
Okay. Well,
I don't agree with everything he does.
do you feel safe?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
She gives a little smile at that, like a sort of reassurance. She says, she says,
Oh, do you know me? I've died like 50 times already.
I suppose that's true. Just be careful, okay?
I will.
And
Try to make sure, nobody dies without good reason, and I think he had a pretty good reason to kill the lady that's out there. We'll figure out what's going on.
okay. As she reaches over to the side and says, "I like the book.
Good. I'll bring you some more later.
Thanks."
No problem. And he's just gonna go.
Okay. You regroup, all of you minus Sylvia.
So, side note, my little sister came out here. You weren't creepy with her, were you?
Thalos, me? Never.
I don't like that tone.
Oh, relax, Reese. He's a bit creepy to look at if you don't know him, but he didn't actually do anything. We just told her to run along.
Ha ha, very funny.
Ooh.
You tell her to run along, she's in a fucking wheelchair?
Yeah.
Thalos is just gonna nudge Ace. Poor choice of words.
when even
just-
Thalos.
Wraith is just gonna be like, "You're both giant assholes," and he's gonna walk out of the building.
Thalos will just go.
But he doesn't understand a figure of speech. I didn't actually tell her to run along. Jesus.
He knows that. It doesn't save you from being an asshole.
I mean, if you haven't noticed, Ace is an asshole.
Kind of in poor taste.
I'm sorry, and the constant swindling from literally anybody he meets isn't in poor taste.
We sold piss.
I think you're letting
You wasn't
Thalos
there.
overshadow the fact that there's two evil characters here.
So
One's just a
Thalos,
little less murder happy.
Thalos is just gonna look at Ace. He just shrugs, looks at him. Sell piece.
Do it next to that snake oil merchant again.
Well, no.
I also look up from where he is and hear this. It's like, do what now?
And next thing, you guys are gonna become scatomancers or something. Tell the future in people's shit.
Oh, don't give us ideas.
All you have to do is take a dump in this bowl, and we'll take a good hard look at it, and we'll tell you your last fortune.
I can see it happening. Oh my god.
I feel like that would be a little harder to pass off.
I'll see a bit of corn in here.
Just cast a few spells on it.
I'll see some blood. And cataracts.
You hear as a couple of the guards walk by, you hear them mention one of them. Hey, did you hear about that massive explosion that happened this morning outside Troll Skull and at Troll Skull Alley? Yeah, a lot happening today apparently. You walk by. All you hear that as well.
What? I missed that.
A couple guards, one of them saying something about a massive explosion outside at Troll Skull Alley this morning.
Oh.
Alright, before I left, I'm gonna pull Ayala to the side and be like, "You don't work here. Relax. We've got people to do the things that you are doing."
While she's saying that to him, Thalos is going to grab a potted plant, flip it upside down, and dump it on the floor and put it back. And just walk out of the room.
Do I see this?
Ace is just gonna face palm at that and just follow him.
He wasn't trying to be subtle.
Giant flaming assholes.
See, it would have been worse if I disguised my Ace decides self to look as Ayal and do it.
I would have fucking known. I'm standing right
That
next
gives
to
me an idea. Disguise myself as Ayal and go around the bar and make it dirty.
God.
And then I also gonna go back and clean it.
Exactly. All the patrons will be super confused. That guy's just fucking dirtying the bar so he can clean it again. What the hell's wrong with him?
Anyway, Reese, you pull Ayala aside.
Alright, he said what I wanted to say.
Okay.
You don't have to do what you're doing. We've got people for that. Relax.
But okay. I also
There
look at
you go.
this spotless, glittering room, and it's like,
And
I
in the
suppose
corner,
I could
there's
leave it
dirt
at
on the
that.
there's dirt on the ground.
yeah, but now there's dirt on the down the other side. I suppose I can leave
Fucking
it here.
alarm noise from shit. What even was that show? All right, I think it wasn't Mission Impossible.
We have a bar back home that you could try cleaning instead.
Oh, are you talking about the
You
Kill
never
Bill
answered my
alarm
question. What
noise?
happened in the bar?
That's the Kill Bill alarm. Jesus, why couldn't I remember that?
Kill Bill.
Guys,
Yep, Kill Bill.
Nothing specifically happened to the bar. It's more like what happened in front of the bar.
So nothing blew up.
Oh no, there was an
Much people
explosion.
blew up
You missed it.
in front
Nothing
of the bar.
blew up.
Nothing in the bar blew up,
No more ghosts.
as far as we know. Yeah, no more ghosts.
Everything's okay. Perfectly normal day inside the bar.
Well, the ghost of Sylvia's
Yes.
sobriety has to be somewhere.
That was funny.
That was good. Well played.
Got him.
So-
Got him.
So does someone want to fill Ayal and...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we woke up one morning and
All right.
loud explosion. I woke up in the morning. If that's to tell you anything. I woke up in the morning to an explosion.
Wake up in the morning, go in the kitchen.
Shit ton of dead people in front of our bar. One of these guys had a stone. I had to, get some necromancing going on here. A friend of mine brought him back to life so I could answer some questions, and
it's not like they're gonna.
We've got a robot on loose with a rock we need, and yeah, we gotta go find him.
I also was going to use his deduction skills to actually translate what the she just said.
So, from that, did Ayal know about the Stone of Galore?
Yes, he does know about that.
No, he does. Never mind.
He does? Okay, so the rock, that sounds like...
We need to find a robot that has a rock that'll get us money. Lots of money.
Yes, okay, so you know about the stone. Robot, I mean, you don't know off the top of your head, but it sounds something related to the Temple of God.
Robot.
The Day of Wonders is tomorrow, you do know that.
Just trust us and go from there.
So yeah,
generally isn't a good idea with the rest.
You say I'm not trustworthy? Fine.
You're the one that got eaten by rats.
No, I mean trust me on the information. What?
How many times have you died?
How many times have I died? Since when? You're gonna need to be more specific about that.
My point.
Was that a legitimate question? Like,
yes, that was Ayala asking that. You're not trustworthy.
Let's see. You see him counting, like his fingers, like looking up to the ceiling, like, oh, this time.
I was going to say my point.
One.
How many breads have you eaten in your life?
Oh yeah, that one. Wait, where's the document? Fuck. Hold on.
It's in the. It's
You
on,
have to
I know
remember
it's in our chat history. I mean, you don't have to get specific.
Yeah, no, I need to get specific. Okay. He asked me. Load faster, you motherfucker. Come on.
In the background, peace.
7. About 8. 9 times? 9 times.
I just realized, perfect cameo. In one of the beds is Geraldo. in one of the infirmary beds.
Perfect.
Just face down for some reason. No, one of the beds is Geraldo.
Yes, one of the mattresses is Geraldo.
Someone else is lying on him.
Is it one of those like anime body pillows except it's Geraldo?
No, it's just Geraldo trying to be a mattress.
Oh.
he's blending in. Don't blow his cover.
Yeah, I've died about 9 times.
Yeah, this would be like you're going down a road and there's rows of even trees and one of the trees is just Geraldo.
Anyway.
Sometimes you just get ready to eat dinner, you sit down and you're sitting on Geraldo.
Wait, is that Geraldo? Don't blow my cover.
Bringing
Not blow my cover.
Let's bring it back in.
I also just going to look at him and say, and you think you're trustworthy, why?
How does me dying make me untrustworthy? It's not like I've lied to you before.
You're untrustworthy with your own life.
Exactly.
Oh, that, yeah, but untrustworthy with information? Nah. There's no reason for you to doubt me on that.
I mean, you could definitely say he's not loose-lipped because dead men tell no tales.
Listen, I've literally just killed myself to spite my own mom, so don't try me.
Wow. Fucking wow.
You did that. One of them, he jumped off the cliff in Cliff Watch. Despite Cosby.
I'll show you, Mom.
It costs this so fucking much every single time, so I pissed her off.
Thalos, you're like, oh, that's what that random thud I heard one day in Undercliff was.
And just splat. God damn it, Reese!
You didn't know me then.
No, that's your parents. God damn it, Reese!
No, but that's the area he lived.
Alex could have just been outside one day and just the fuck.
Just all these guards come out. God damn it, Reese!
I think that's one of his teenager ones.
Right.
Yeah, he was probably like 18, 19 at that point.
Isle, you're not very trustworthy. Also, Isle has Thalos, Ace, and Sylvia in the party.
Looks in the face. I don't think you're trustworthy. Just Ace, Thalos, and Sylvia in the background. Like,
well, everyone knows that they're not trustworthy.
Yeah, like literally, like you're not trustworthy. Thalos holding a bloodied knife. Ace holding stolen swindling idols. Sylvia drunk out of her mind.
Reese just
drunk out of her mind, trying
like,
to pick a fight with a building.
Oh god.
Just hard cut back to Isle glaring at Reese. Reese just kind of looking over his shoulder at the other three, like, "What? You fucking serious right now? For real?"
Then I need to find it. Don't wait for me. I have to draw it.
What are you even looking for?
Isle's just gonna.
There it is.
Isle's gonna sigh and then say, "All right, let's just get back to the bar. I want to see that it's actually One Piece. I haven't seen it yet."
Absolutely in one piece, and you have nothing to worry about.
It might be in One Piece. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
we left
even
Sylvie
Gold
with
D.
the
Rogers
workers,
at
and
the
she's
bar
drunk
right
as fuck.
now.
So
He's drunk as fuck.
He left it all.
In one piece.
Goes up, everything's broken. There's a straw hat symbol painted on the ground. Well, I don't know what we expected.
There's just Xanathar icons everywhere.
Huh.
Come aboard.
Shit. I guess we shouldn't have a famous pirate card that plays.
fuck, my tablet is wet from my tears.
All right. So are you guys going back to the bar? Is that your next destination?
I mean,
Yes.
I'm gonna go sell piss.
Okay. I mean, there are other things that I have that
We can
I
sell
think we're
piss.
gonna have to go to that place to ask about that robot.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll visit the dock ward again. Let's keep an eye on these two.
The Temple of Gond is not in the dock ward. It is in the sea ward, which is actually where you are right now.
Then let's go. We're already here. Drunkard's only gonna get more drunk or passed out.
She's definitely passed out by now.
Are you sure about that? That lady can get very drunk.
Absolutely. The thing is, she wakes up and passes out periodically, so she's passed out at least once by now.
It's alright.
Whatever you say, Cap.
I'm sure the wolf will look after her.
Yeah, Siggy.
Wait, you left the wolf there?
Yeah.
Siggy's just
Somebody's
He's just
gotta
sitting in
keep
front of the
track
door
of her.
whenever Sylvia tries to walk out, he growls at her and she mopingly goes back to the bar.
So
where are we going?
that's what I'm waiting.
Church of whatever the fuck.
That would
The
be
temple of
Temple of
Temple.
Gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yes. It's called the House of Inspired Hands.
The Temple of Gone with the Wind.
It's the temple of about to be gone.
All right.
The Temple of Gone with the Wind.
So you can easily head down Delzorin Street and Shark Street to the House of Inspired Hands. As you make your way down there, the House of Inspired Hands looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, which is a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You also see the silhouette of a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop. It extends an arm and releases what looks to be a tiny metal sparrow into the sky. The bird does a few loops in the air, and then it veers right for you. Does anyone do anything?
I'm gonna cut it.
Okay, so Reese and Thalos. Reese and Thalos, I'd like you both to roll initiative real quick.
Why?
Just to see the order in which this happens.
Fucking alright, just run away from me, why don't you? Let's try that again.
I was gonna try to take this
Piece
guy.
of shit. 16.
21.
16, 21. Okay, 21 go. Who got 21?
I got 21.
Okay, Thalos, you can go first.
Alright, I'm gonna cut it.
Yeah, it's currently 60 feet away from you.
Okay, well I can move up to it.
In the air. It's a bird.
Oh, in the air.
Yeah. Which is
I was just kind of staring at it.
That would be the very end of your hand axe range, which you could throw with disadvantage.
Well, it's 60 feet in the air. So, what is it? It's mechanical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't use poison on it. Poison.
Like I said, your hand axes have a long range of 60 feet, so you could throw a hand axe at it. You would have disadvantage.
That's fine. I'll throw a hand axe. I'll throw a hand axe at it.
All right, and so yeah, disadvantage because long range.
Okay. 13 plus 5.
How do you get such good rolls consistently? This is really weird. Okay, yeah, the hand axe chops it in twain and its two pieces like collapse to the ground, sparking in front of you.
And I will use ritual weapon Tuso on my axe back.
Okay, yeah.
Or weapon bond.
As you were doing this, you saw the mechanical figure retreat into some sort of hatch on the roof. It is no longer visible.
Okay, what the fuck was that?
It was a whirligig.
You look down at the two sparking halves of this very intricately crafted mechanical sparrow.
What a shame you just broke that thing.
He just casually lights a cigarette. Well, it shouldn't have flown at us then.
You two are children sometimes, I swear.
I didn't do anything.
So, as you enter,
Okay.
As you enter the temple, I'd say it's getting around evening at this point. The temple is currently, it's not super active, but it appears to. The temple interior appears to be some sort of like hall of. There appear to be a bunch of display cases with various inventions. Some that stand out. There is a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower, made of wood, iron, bronze, and glass, and with brass bells and hands of solid gold. So, very fancy looking. There's this little wooden flying machine of sorts on a stand. A miniature model of what looks to be a mechanical dragon turtle. Has a brass plate affixed to the pedestal that reads, Big Belchy sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders in 1363 DR.
Bodie McBoatface.
Yes. There's this weird little helmet thing. The inscription says Waking Helmet, and it has a couple metal arms that sort of jut out in front of the face. You're not entirely sure what it does.
I'm going to just infer that whoever puts it on is going to punch them in the head.
It's small hands. It's like little. It looks like little slappy hands.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna fucking slap you awake.
And
side of your face as you wake up.
And finally, there's a model of what looks to be a red vessel of some sort. You haven't really seen anything like it before. It's shaped like a manta ray, but it looks to be I'll say it looks like a submersible, a submarine of some kind, which is not something that you would be terribly familiar with. But the inscription says, "The Scarlet Marpanoth, Lantanese submersible, launched in 1489 DR." As you are looking at all these inventions, a dragonborn with bronze scales comes out of the room and says, "Oh, we have visitors. What can I do for you? My name is Valletta."
We're looking for a robot that may or may not have killed a bunch of people in front of our bars.
A robot? I mean, we have a nimble right here, but Nim doesn't leave the temple.
Do you have any human-sized automatons?
Yeah, yes.
Or do you know of any?
I mean, yeah, we have Nim, but like I said, Nim doesn't leave.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I mean, Nim should be upstairs right now.
Is that the robot that just sent the bird flying at us?
The bird. There was that was probably Nim. Here, come with me. She'll wave you over up some flights of stairs. A spiral staircase.
Thalos just kind of shrugs at the mention of the bird.
Like, what bird?
Bird? What bird?
What bird? I didn't see a bird. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't cut a bird down.
I never mentioned anything about you cutting it.
Yeah, you are led up a spiral staircase and led to an attic where there is a door that has a lock on it. And Valletta says, that's a new lock. That's odd. Nim, are you in there? I mean, Nim doesn't speak, so not like that's going to do anything. But
Whoops.
yeah, she sort of gestures at the locked door. Like, I mean, do you have any ideas? I don't have a key.
I could kick
Thalos
it down.
is gonna take out his axe and start hacking at the
I
door.
would prefer, but as you do that, she says, "I prefer without causing damage to a temple property."
Well, do you know anyone who would have a key?
It seems that Nim crafted a new lock for the door while I was away.
Suppose I could try. Could I try to pick lock it? Do I have a pick lock?
You should.
If it's something you're skilled at, by all means, give it a try. She indicates.
I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, I have thieves' tools.
You are a rogue, so it'd be strange if you didn't.
I have thieves' tools. Does that work? Yep, set of lockpicks.
It
Okay.
would be dumb if you didn't.
Yeah, so that would be
What rogue goes without thieves' tools?
pretty much. But yeah,
the IL kind.
The IL kind.
That would be a dexterity check with your proficiency modifier. Using your thieves' tools as proficiency, so that would be a total of +6.
+6. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear what you said for the first part.
It's dexterity check with your thieves' tools proficiency.
Okay, so I have +2 for proficiency.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus is +2, and your dex is +1.
Okay, yeah, I see it. There it is. Okay.
AKA you should.
19 + 6, 25.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
yeah, you go at work. It's one of the tougher locks you've done in your time, but you manage to fit your lockpicks past the tumblers, and it opens with a click. And the door swings open to reveal
The Hall of the Dead.
Nothing.
let's see.
Reveal another bomb.
1, 2, 3, 1 second.
They all have bombs!
Yeah, on the other side of the door is a room, like, filled with clutter. There are stacks of, just gears, contraptions, tables and workbenches. As you enter,
IL spontaneously turns into gets a maid outfit and starts cleaning.
Oh my god!
As you open the door, though, a figure emerges from the clutter. This figure appears to be a mechanical humanoid, made of gold plating, with a sort of stylized expression of like a metal mustache and beard. I have a picture that I can share with all of you.
Please do.
It looks something like this. And it sort of just extends itself out. It almost looks shy and withdrawn as it like extends itself out and examines all of you.
Hey, buddy.
You
got any stones?
It cocks
We're gonna
its
have to
head.
call in SEAL Team 6, take it down.
It makes a series of hand gestures, which Valletta says. Nim says it doesn't know about any stones. It's stayed here.
Got any other robot friends?
Let's one sec. At that, it sort of clasps its hands together, like, nervously.
Look, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want them to hurt you. But we gotta find this stone.
Makes some more hand gestures. Valletta says, Nim is saying that it built another Nimblewright to ease its loneliness, but the other Nimblewright fled a month ago, and Nim hasn't seen it since. That was.
Sounds like we've got our culprit.
Oh shit.
Valletta says, Nim, that was not in your authority to do. You know, I'm going to have to. There are consequences for your actions. You know this.
Hey, be nice to him. The poor thing was lonely.
Be that as it may, I've established this with him. There's consequences for breaking the rules. I'm going to confiscate his materials for a bit. She will call in some acolytes to start clearing things out of the room. As that's happening, you notice one contraption that stands out to you. It's a foot long, made of copper, with a sort of umbrella-like metallic protrusion at one end.
Okay.
Thalos is gonna poke it.
It doesn't seem to do anything.
Alright, safe to poke. Can I pick it up?
Sure. As you do, Valletta says, What's that?
Thalos shrugs as he starts waving it around.
Nim makes some more hand...
I'm a magician!
Nim makes some more hand gestures.
Ace rolls his eyes. Yeah, you sure are.
Valletta says, Nim says that Nim built that to find the missing Nimblewright, but discovered that it couldn't leave the temple grounds.
Can we use it?
I don't see why not. If you could try.
I'm asking.
Yeah, if you could.
Boyo, not you.
Nim will nod.
Thank you.
Thalos cracks his fingers. Well, if we're tracking something down, that would be more specialty.
Nim will make some more hand gestures, and Valletta will translate. Nim says that the way it works is, if it comes within 500 feet of a Nimblewright other than Nim, the umbrella will start to spin where and click. It accelerates as you get closer to the target, and reaches maximum velocity when another Nimblewright is within 30 feet.
Okay.
Thalos is going to walk over to Golden Robot Man and take the hat off of his head.
No.
He sort of clutches his hands at his head, like in confusion.
I beg your pardon, but I'm going to need this.
I doubt the thing he built has the same exact clothes, dummy.
You can have it back when I'm done.
Nim sort of hangs its head. Valletta says...
I'll make sure he gets it back undamaged.
Valletta says, if you... tell you what, if you destroy this other Nimblewright and return with proof, we will offer you 500 gold as compensation.
Oh, that's just a bonus. Sure, why not?
Each or separately?
Total.
That's what I thought.
But,
did you say each or separately?
I didn't.
We never said Thalos was smart.
I think we proved he isn't terribly smart.
She says,
did you already forget about the whole math incident?
we might be persuaded to throw in a little something extra.
This is already a bonus on top of whatever we're about to do.
Thalos is going to hold on to the hat, think to himself, and then walk over to the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way I see it, this robot's going around killing people. Be a shame if the authorities caught wind of that, if you know what I mean.
Thalos, don't be a jerk.
We could be persuaded to dissuade that information out of the public eye for, he looks to Ace, a small fee.
Like I said, 500 gold for the proof of its destruction. And if it is going around killing people, as you say, that would be Nim's responsibility. And she looks over and sort of glares at Nim.
Thalos will wave his finger. Ah, but did you create him?
I mean, yes.
Ergo, he created the thing causing the problem. So if you hadn't created... okay, go ahead.
Actually, I take that back. She says, no, he was a gift from a visiting Lantanese wizard.
All right.
Alright.
Well, we'd best be on our way then. We've got a killer to track and break.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Turning out really good already. Good God.
Before they leave, Thalos, we'll do it. For the money and a favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't know yet. Have to think of it. Nothing crazy, you know.
I suppose that'll depend.
The favor is literally only for him. I don't give a shit.
Well, hold on. Don't opt all of us out.
I'm not saying all of them.
Says, fair enough.
It's not me.
So you go downstairs. One sec. As you go downstairs, you see there's some more people in the sort of display hall than there were before. A few acolytes are having a conversation with, oh dear God, that's Zardoz's Zord.
Oh no. No.
Well,
So you're all right.
just as scantily clad as you saw him.
No hats allowed. No hats allowed.
Oh, right. This guy.
He appears to be, from the sound of their conversation, he seems to be coordinating his own additions to the Day of Wonders parade tomorrow.
Wait, is he there right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Thalos is gonna slip over to him.
Trying to be stealthy.
I mean, he can't hear me make footsteps.
Yes, I'm still gonna have you make a stealth check with advantage.
You're gonna get a 19.
Okay, the first one was a 17, and the next one was a 3, so 17.
But I said disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Then never mind.
Oh,
3.
no, wait, no, sorry. Wait, no, that's my bad. It is advantage.
You
So-
said
It's an advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
I misspoke. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's 17.
Okay.
Well, 17 plus 2, so 19.
19. Okay. He out of the corner of his eye sees you just as you come up to him. Well, hello there.
Hi. It's been a while, hasn't it?
I'm sorry to say, I'm in the middle of a business meeting at the moment. I'd love to chat a bit more later if you're still up for it.
Yeah. I have a business meeting too, Mr. Nevercaught.
He sort of says, afraid I haven't heard that name before. Not sure what.
Thalos is going to he's gonna wave his left hand in front of him, just kind of he'll be like the the wrestling thing, oh, look at my face.
Yeah.
And he's gonna reach for his axe and try and knock the hat off his head.
Make an attack roll. You didn't. Are you?
We have
Use it a nat 20.
Nat 20!
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a nat 20.
Can someone confiscate all of RJ's dice?
I've been rolling off different ones, so that was the smoky weed die. I've been alternating the dice.
Tell you what.
Maybe that's your problem. His dice are
I
fresh
do hate to
every
rain on your
roll.
parade, Quinn, but I've watched him play. He does tend to just alternate his d20s.
Yeah, I believe him. Okay. As you move your axe up very quickly, knock his hat off. He just as quickly reaches up and yanks it back down. You think you see a flicker of something, but it's like a split second.
Yep.
No hats allowed. No hats allowed.
Says
Thalos'
Pirate Thong's gonna die.
Thalos is going to bend over like he was, and he's bending over to bow to him, and he's gonna go, "Yeah, see you later, Mr. Nevercaught."
if you'd leave me to my business meeting right now, it's the nerve of young people these days. He sort of
You put
harumphs
out
to
a
himself.
punch.
Yeah, he says he's like the nerve of young people these days, and he sort of just harumphs to himself and continues talking with
Thalos is gonna walk back. Yeah, he's almost shit laced.
He's on mine
Let me
too.
guess, he needs that hat.
So we can keep the no hats allowed sign at the bar, right?
Yes,
Right?
of course.
He just slowly raises a finger and a little fire paste at the end, so we burn the hat, right?
Yes, yes, please.
You can't catch it if it's on fire.
At this point, you hear him say, "You know what? This meeting might go better with a little privacy. Why don't you follow me all back to?" He just very casually leads them back to another room.
Sweats in DM.
That bloody coward. Think we should go after him?
Not now.
We got better things to do. Let's go find this robot.
Fair enough.
We can deal with Mr. Nevercaught another time.
I'd rather deal with
All right. Let's go find ourselves a killer robot.
no panicky.
All right. Where and how are you searching?
I mean, we've got the fucking wand thing, so...
Right, but are you just walking through the streets?
And we don't have a lot to go on.
I can fly.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be smart. Give IL the wand and have him fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just have him fly around the city.
Yeah, have IL fly around the city, and Thalos is going to go around and talk to different
Can
people.
the dog sniff out like
No,
Metal Man?
a dog could not sniff out a robot. And as much as that would be, Thalos would already know that, because if it's a metal man, it's not going to have any scent.
I don't know what metal man smells like that.
Well, metal man leaves no scent, because the whole point of dogs tracking stuff is through scent, pheromones, and sweat, essentially. And a robot does none of that.
Fair enough.
Pull up, Isle, if you'd like to start your search of the city, go ahead and pull up your map of Waterdeep, and just tell me what ward you want to start in.
Alright, where's the map again?
It should be in the handouts.
But it should be in the handouts, yeah.
So how far back am I going to have to
And you should have it downloaded. I did urge you to do that.
I probably did, but I don't know where I put it.
You want me to drop it in there again?
I mean, I can repost it. Well, I can repost it to the D&D thing because I have that folder open already.
Is this gonna work though? Because I think it's too big. Is the thing. So I had the Google Drive link.
I have it literally right here.
Discord will.
Do you want to drop?
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Discord will knock down any items that are 8 megabytes or higher.
It's a large image.
Oh.
For reference, by the way, the House of Inspired Hands is far on the west side of the seaward, so like very close to the west in general.
The waterside ward?
The seaward. Yeah. The map has big lettering for the different wards.
Yeah, it says Residential Market Temple and Waterside.
That sounds like the wrong map. That sounds like Riverbend from the other campaign.
Oh.
Oof.
If it's
the big colorful
Tyler,
map.
Yeah, Tyler, is it the one that looks like it was done by professionals or someone messing around in an online automatic generator tool?
Are you just saying what it is, Quinn?
Professional. It's professional.
IL flying through the sky rips dimensions. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a maid.
It's a maid? I don't see this thing anywhere.
Reese, do you have the Google? All right, Reese. Phoebe, sorry, dimensions are blending all over the place. Phoebe, do you have the Google Drive link?
I don't have the link. I just have the image.
The image is no good. It doesn't.
Hold on, let me.
I'll try to pull it up too.
You're all gay.
While I'm doing this, Thalos, what were you doing? Thalos?
I'm still here.
Yeah, you said you were going around doing something.
Selling piss.
Oh my god!
I thought you said you were going around asking.
No. We would. I mean, we'd be doing ear to the ground shit. Oh, hey, you faggots are back.
Oh, hello.
You're so close.
Yeah, thanks. Wow, an avocado. Thanks.
The lesson here is that Tyler should have his files more organized.
The lesson here is that Tyler
You know
is
how
gay.
often I actually use this computer? Exactly once a week for this.
Gotcha.
Do you even have any idea how gay Tyler is?
Understood.
Yeah.
Really?
Here, I'm re-uploading it to my Google Drive because I cannot.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, version 2.
Aha.
Wait a minute. No wait, there it is. I think. Yeah, there it is. Click. Give me the freaking shareable link. I swear to God.
Jay, I need you to stop sucking Rebecca's dick into the mic.
I can't. She gave me crack cocaine.
Okay, Tyler, go here and download it somewhere you'll remember it.
I'll put it in all the pictures of the stuff I have.
Yes, that. Do it like that. But keep it.
So,
Buttons on your pants.
tell me when you have it pulled up.
Did you really just say
It was
that?
too
Yeah,
easy.
you did.
Exactly, that was way too easy. for
Tyler,
you.
tell me when you have the image pulled up.
Hold on 1 second. This is my computer again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared to go on it.
Practice patience.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I'm making a fucking dumb me. And I'm very proud of it. So
Hey Quinlan, when are we going to
Remember,
level
memes
up?
are the
When
spice
do
of
we
life.
when do we level up next?
You're getting close.
All right.
You're
Hey,
there's a particular event that caps off this chapter, and we're
Okay.
getting there.
When we fight the naked guy.
I mean, no spoilers.
I mean, we were literally at too many games. We could have probably found like the 5th edition guide for Waterdeep and just fucking
didn't
read
even
it.
try to do that.
I made
could
the
have found the
joke at
adventure.
one of the stands. It was actually not there. I did make a joke to Rebecca and Phoebe at one of the stands, like, "All right, guys, we're gonna
Yeah.
find the dragon heist. Who's ready to cheat?"
Yep.
Alright, so we're very to the west.
That's how we did literally every plot.
In the C ward. You're in the C ward right now. Yeah. If you want specifics, you're close to the west gate.
Okay. And where are we?
That's where you
Like,
are.
where is...
Oh,
no, where is,
the house?
yes.
Troll Skull, it's in the north ward. You should see it between Sayerdown and Delzorin Street. There's like a block of houses that's a weird rectangle with a couple things going into it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Troll Skull Alley. So yeah. So which
Alright, I'm gonna head from the C ward towards the north ward since you've been...
okay. So that's the route you're taking.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
I can hear you sucking it.
I am.
Boil.
Rebecca brought me bubble tea.
Oh, good.
Oh, I was just
Oh,
drinking
you
it.
said crack cocaine. I thought you meant she brought you a Coke slushie.
I mean, it's
Poop
basically the
sauce?
same thing.
as you go past Troll Skull Alley, and a little more to the east, you start to get it starts to go off. The detector starts to zzz, the umbrella starts to spin.
Find the whirly gig.
Find the whirly gig.
First, Al has to come back and tell us where it went off.
As you zero in, it appears to be coming from a rather fancy-looking villa. As you sort of use hot and cold to get closer. As someone who's fairly sort of new to the city, but also didn't get to the North Ward until very often until recently. You're not familiar with the whose estate this is, but yeah, you know which
Potato, it all gets lit on fire eventually.
this is where you're getting a signal from.
Do I go get the others, or do I not risk this thing moving?
I mean, you could scrawl.
Are you sitting there? I was about to say, are you sitting there trying to figure out if you're gonna just solo this?
Well, I don't know if this thing is like,
buddy.
if it's working for. It could be like assassinating someone else at the moment.
That's up to you.
Do the smart play. Don't pull it, Gerald.
You hear Thalos' voice in the back of your head.
I was going to go get the other.
Okay.
You
Pull it, Gerald. Don't get the gunpowder.
You don't have
Not great.
nearly the amount of explosive barrels you need.
You do
For the fucking rage.
if you like, you can get a glimpse of like the nameplate on the front to see who.
Oh yeah, like I'll try to figure out whose house this is, etc.
Yeah, the name on the house is Gralhund.
Is what?
Gralhund.
Oh, I thought I said Bond for a second. I'm like, it's James Bond's house.
Yeah,
that.
it's 007's house.
It's 007. 007 Troll Skull Alley.
Oof. Weef.
Weef.
Queef.
Alright.
Aw.
I'm gonna go find probably the only person that knows. You said it was a high-end place, right?
It's a pretty fancy villa, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna find the other person that lives in the fancy villa. So I'm gonna go find Reese.
Well, I mean, where the rest of the party's like still at Reese's house, right? Or no,
Oh, I thought you
not Reese's house. The house of inspired hands.
I mean, they would have. Yeah, I mean, no, they would have stayed. They would have waited for Bird Boy to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We would have waited to hear back.
This didn't take all that long either. The better part of 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Night has fallen by this
Thalos
point.
talks about his favorite celebrities, Queen Laquitha and Queefer Sutherland.
It is late evening, bordering on nightfall at this point.
It would be my prime time, but I was woken up a little early.
Ooh.
So Reese is getting a little pissy.
Reese got woke.
Reese got woke.
He's feeling rather spicy right now.
Reese is a dude, but he's definitely on the rag.
Oh my god.
You all hear the sound of wings as Ayal lands outside the building.
You good there, Quinn? You kind of died.
Did I? I was just saying Ayal lands outside the
Quinn's dead.
Quinn.
The robot got him. The robot got him.
Meta gameplay.
Am I good now?
There
We
you go,
thought
you're
the
back.
robot killed the DM.
Okay. You all, as you're saying, you all hear the sound of wings as Ayal lands outside the temple.
Wow, that was faster than I thought.
Neat.
Reese, do you know the name Growlin?
Quinn, do I know the name Growlin?
Quinn,
Maybe.
do I know the name Grawland?
Actually, that's interesting. Both of you can make history checks.
All right.
History check. Sorry.
You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit. Fucking dice.
Oh, that's one of my
Oh,
good,
fuck the
one of
dice.
my proficiencies. Okay,
Okay,
bye, dice. It was nice knowing you. That was a nat 20 plus 4.
I got 14 plus 2, so 16.
Okay, Thalos, you've heard of them. You haven't dealt with them directly.
Alright.
They're a pretty wealthy family in Waterdeep.
I was trying to figure out if I murderinated them.
You did not have dealings of that ilk with them.
All right.
However, Reese, you know that there have been rumors in the past of the Gralhans being involved in shady dealings. There's never been anything substantial enough for like action to be taken, but it's been a rumor that's floated around.
Well,
Do I know what that's like?
ha ha ha.
Ooh.
Funny.
I say we sell them piss.
Well, sounds like guys we
Customers.
don't really want to be dealing with, but looks like we have no choice.
They've got the killer robot. We can take care of them. Get in the
Let's
way.
just say we probably might not just be fighting the robot if that's where he's staying.
I mean, does Thalos look like he cares who he kills?
He'll just shrug, holding both of his axes.
Actually, Reese, since you got a nat 20, I'll say a little more to the rumors. The nature of the rumors is that not all the shady dealings. The rumor is that the Zentarim were involved.
Oh, great. These fucking guys again.
It all comes
They may
back
or may
to
not be
NET.
involved with the Zentarum.
Zenny
It's like a disease.
No, it sounds like a bad rapper's name.
We gotta go fight the Zennies.
Zenny T in the house. You can't match.
Yo, it's your boy Zenny. I'm looking for the Zath hats and
you
fucking.
can't match the power-packed legal taste of
I
Zenny
hate my
T.
life.
Anyway,
Instead of Sunny D.
Zenny.
God. Go ahead,
Really?
Quinn.
Match the power pack taste of dual SMGs.
I'm
Never
waiting for
mind.
y'all. I'm waiting for everyone to get back in character. I don't. I'm just.
I never left.
I've just been sitting here waiting.
Like table talk is one thing. It's when can overwhelm on occasion.
Right, you're right.
So let's
You're
go.
right.
So
Well, I mean, sounds like the perfect place.
Perfect place
Go,
to do
kill a
some
few robots,
murdering.
wipe out a few nobles. It's gonna be a good time.
If they're nobles I hate, I would be happy to help you wipe them out.
I mean, I'm not saying we have to wipe them out, but if they get in our way, look, collateral damage happens.
They're not particularly the nicest people, so I won't feel bad about it.
Excellent. Thalos, get your axes. Let's go.
Oh boy, cutting time.
So
Time.
so you all are heading to Gralhund Villa right now.
Yeah, I guess
Sure.
so.
All
Why
right,
not?
sure. I mean, so this is going to be
We're gonna die.
it's going to be at night. Is all that entails.
I want to fucking die.
Did you bring me a present?
It's at night. We're pretty much all nocturnal here.
You do know that breaking into a noble's estate is a crime in Waterdeep, but
You think I fucking
Okay,
care?
Okay, one, who
We're there to
two,
find the
who
thing
said we were breaking
It's
in
less-
right away?
We're there to find the thing that murdered
it's less a
other
question.
people, so
I mean, which is normally the watch's problem. Point being, like, you might not care from a moral standpoint, but keeping in mind that avoiding the watch may be something to consider.
Lol.
Oh, seriously,
Kill
hold
a-
the fuck up. Who
How
said
can they
we were
call the
breaking
guards
in?
if they're all dead?
Who said we were breaking in?
Oh.
There's a front door.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, okay,
You just assume we're gonna break in.
okay, I'm sorry.
Knock, knock,
You don't
motherfuckers.
even
The
get
axe
notice
man's
if we
here.
will attempt the
Ethan,
front door.
relax.
I mean, the
Like he
thing-
doesn't even think we're gonna attempt the front door.
well, here's
Jesus
the
Christ, relax.
here's the thing. You get there are no guards to inside to
Anyway.
let you in.
I'm gonna
Our hand, pointy boy.
I'm gonna have to duck out. By the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I was planning to end it pretty soon anyway. If we all want to do this next time, that's
Yeah,
Let's
that's
just
fine. We
end it
can
at
do it
the
next
dinner.
time. But
This is
I
probably
gotta
gonna-
duck.
this is probably going to be a lengthy.
Then we can get the drunk involved.
Yes. Okay. That's true.
She can blow all of our stealth cover.
That's true. You all can pick up Sylvia on the way. All right.
Ah, yeah, literally
good,
pick
good.
her up on the way.
That's the fucking thing to do. Hey, we're gonna break into a place. We got to be real quiet. Can't get noticed. Yeah, bring the drunk.
Yeah, bring the. No, we'll just throw her through a window, and then she takes all the blame.